This is Yusuf, a player considered to be a villain who uses his exploits to deceive and harm other players on our server. But when I joined, I had no clue. So I immediately ran from spawn. Luckily, I was the only one on management. But that could change, as players could log on at any moment. And this was true when I got a message from a player named Ricker. So I said, yo. But for some reason, he repeated his message. So I had to give him a long thought, precise, perfectly calculated answer. Yo.
Get out!
After getting some stone tools, I got messaged by the owner. Failed. He was pretty chill, and he even gave me some starter gear. Unfortunately, I had to log off early on day 1. But the next day I went underwater to get some gear. But you might have noticed how I don't drown underwater. And that's because this server has the Infuse plugin. And I had the water effect, which gave me Dolphin's Craze and Conduit power. And I did plus 1 damage underwater. I then began mining some iron. And I somehow did this. I then got a message from a player named Martin. He then offered to give me a set of armor because he loved my name. So I went spawn. At spawn, this is the safe area where there's no killing, but outside it is pure anarchy. So I waited for Martin for what felt like ages. I then accidentally stepped out of the safe zone to loot some guy's grave, which had some OP loot. But when I went to stash it, luckily, I got my stuff back. But most of the loot was stolen. I then waited for what felt like another hour when Martin gave me back my ocean effect. I gave up and teleported away to start mining, and did this. Dying here was bad, as this server randomly deletes all items. So by the time I got there, I would have despawned or been cleared. So I had to start over again. And at rock bottom, I got a message from a player named Anis. I asked the team and he agreed. We went mining for a bit. But he had to log off. So after finding some diamonds, I decided to visit spawn, where I met none other than Yusuf. At first he wanted to race me for something, then offered to do it again, but he literally gave me one of the maces on the server. And I don't know about you, but that was an offer I couldn't pass up. And after he tried to kill me, I asked if I can have it, and he basically scammed me. He then killed this guy for no reason. And like a bot, I stood there and he killed me too. When I tried to get my stuff back, he killed me again. So I gave up and left spawn to get some food. He then lied to a player named China. Who said he was going to report it to Failed, which was the owner I saw on day 1. So, thinking that everything was under control, I went around minding my own business when I found this. I contemplated drinking it, but ultimately, it was a good idea to keep it in my ender chest for the meantime. Later on, my friend Demon logged on, so I went to meet him and do some trolling. Drawn somehow. Demon told me to report it, but I decided not to, and that we were gonna beat him using dirty tactics too. After doing some legal mining, I accidentally teleported to a siphon instead of Demon, and I then stole some diamonds. We found the trial chamber and began exploring it. Next, we made a portal. But we also needed an enchant table. We already had the diamonds, and we dragged the obsidian from near the portal. However, now we needed a book. The leather was easy, but now I had to go and spend forever looking for the shitty thing. Once I did, we began enchanting. Demon had to log off, so I broke the portal. The next day, I went exploring, when I found a ruined portal, and this gave me the idea to go after the fire effect. After chewing all the nightmare tubes I could find, I tried to leave when... After escaping, I had to drop everything I was doing, as Sheena, the player from earlier, messaged me. I was alone, so I offered to build a base together. So I joined his team, and gave me some stuff. He, for some reason, also had stacks of copper. I don't know why. However, when we began planning our base, the server crashed. Apparently, the owner somehow managed to delete the server. Like what?